So it is Wednesday at 2 p.m. and if you didn't see it yet, I kind of started this vlog in another video which I posted yesterday, where the video is entitled Story Time. It's linked up in a card, and that did not turn into a vlog. That turned into a 25-minute story and talk, kind of like the uncensored videos that I was doing before I started the vlog. So check that out. I actually have not pressed publish on that video yet. Maybe I'll do that as I'm vlogging with you right now. I'm a little bit nervous, a little bit excited. I'm very curious, I guess, is probably the best description of how people are going to react to that. You know, it's so interesting putting yourself out there in vlogs. I've talked about this a number of times, that experience of feeling very vulnerable, but there's part of me that just feels like this is very important. This is important for my own personal development because I've struggled a lot with expressing myself, and I've found myself feeling like I'm censoring myself a lot, which is why this channel is called Uncensored. I wanted a safe place where I could fully be myself, say whatever I want, not edit very much, and you know, just be real. And I know a number of you really appreciate that, but every once in a while there's someone that doesn't like me, or doesn't like my style, or doesn't like the way I do the videos, whatever it is, the things I say, and I guess that comes with the territory, but that doesn't mean that it's easy. And you know, this channel is also for you guys. Like, your feedback gets incorporated into the things that I do and talk about, and that's really a big theme of that video too. So I'm gonna hit publish right now. I wish I could like easily, you know, on Snapchat, if you use it, you can double tap on the screen and it flips your camera. I don't know why you can't do that on iMovie on the iPhone right now. I bet you one day Apple's gonna do that. All right, here's the video. I'm gonna switch it from private to public. Ah, it's published. Nerve-wracking, but I'm really, really, really curious what people are gonna say. I hope that I just don't want to get triggered, but that's all part of the process. Anyways, I also just recorded a video for the main channel, which is why my big light's out there and my camera, and I need to upload this. I am hours behind schedule. I wanted to film at 11 and I just finished filming. It is 2:13 exactly right now. So the day is not gone as I intended, but I didn't intend to receive that comment. I didn't intend to make the video story time. I didn't intend to, like, I don't know, sometimes life just isn't how you want it to go, but I also feel like there's a reason for most things, and I actually am in a very good mood right now. I feel very accomplished with the video I just recorded. I put the video I just posted, not required, and I put a lot of effort into it, which I didn't expect either, but I actually wanted to. I wanted to like make it look pretty good. I just got this feeling of dread though, because there was so much there was so much involved with this, and I had so much to say, and like, yeah, I had to do different takes to really get things across in the right way. This is gonna be a bigger project to edit. I still think I can get the edit done in less than 2 hours, but we'll see. I'll check in with you then. Comments are coming in for the video, and so far, so good. I just wanted to take a minute. Come on, Evie. First of all, I got a request for more Evie, so here she is. We will do more Evie moments, I promise. Yes. Yes. I know. Come on. You want to go outside? Let's go. I just want to take a moment to say that for those of you who are really sticking through, you know, these vlogs are just very real, and I keep saying vulnerable, which they are, and I really want to thank those of you who watch every single one of them, or most of them, because it shows that you are like a friend. You know, a true friend sticks with you through thick and thin, through the best parts of you, through the worst parts of you. And even the people that are committed to giving a thumbs down, like, I gotta give them credit because, you know, they're committed. But those of you that stick with me through these tough times are just the most valuable people in the world. And I wish that we were all hanging out every single day so I could really get to know each of you. And you know, that's part of what I'm working on with Eco Vegan Pal, is an opportunity for us all to connect and like really get to know each other, not just you seeing me and commenting every now and then, but like I want to know who you are. And I think you guys could be friends with one another, and like I just, you know, I want to bring that community together. So I gotta work on it, and I could use your help encouraging me and pushing me to work on Eco Vegan Pal. Just got to get started and launch it. I'm you know, I've put together some foundations from it. It's just like I get in my head about the structure of it all, and I should just put out something so we can get started. And I feel very motivated today because I want that community. People like you can really change the world through your love, through your compassion, through your understanding, through your patience. You know, it's like I bring up this thumbs down issue so much, and like some people just might throw up their hands and be like, I'm sick of her talking about that. And I wouldn't blame you for feeling that way. But, you know, when you think about friends in real life, like, you know, when you have conversations with somebody and they keep repeating the same things over and over again, and you're like, when are they going to stop talking about this? When are they going to get over it? Like, it's like when someone's obsessing over like an ex-boyfriend or something, or, you know, ex whatever, or a hardship or something, and sometimes we just need to talk about it. And there isn't even like, the solution is not a logical thing, like this is why that happens, or this is why it shouldn't bother you. Sometimes the solution is just being listened to, and you guys give me that greatest gift every day, and I want to find a way to really return that favor in bigger ways than like letting you into my life, but I want to find a way to like really give that back to you, because that's what a true friendship is really all about. It's a back and forth. So stay tuned. Eco Vegan Pal is being worked on. And speaking of work, I'm so far behind today. I'm gonna start editing right now. It's 3 o'clock. Evie is having a field day right now because I filled her bowl with Honest Kitchen sweet potatoes and oatmeal, 2 of her favorite ingredients. I just finished editing. 6 p.m. I wanted this video to be finished at 2 p.m. so now I'm officially 4 hours behind schedule, but I'm not gonna sweat it. I was trying to rush because you know, when I get a sponsor, you tell them what day the video is gonna be done. I mean, the video won't be available for them to watch till 8 p.m. so they're probably not gonna see it today, but I'm still technically turning it in on the day I promised, so what are you gonna do? I don't think they're gonna care. I'm really pleased with how the video came out, and I don't know when it's gonna be up, but as soon as it's up, I will link to it. At least, okay, if it's up the same day that this video goes live, then I'll definitely link to it. If it's not, then I'll remember to link to it in another vlog or something if you would like to check it out. It's all about my some of my recent favorite products, and the whole theme of the video is about happiness and products that have been making me happy, not in like in a materialism way, but like I talk about the teas because they're the sponsor. I've talked about some beauty products I've used. I talked about a bunch of things. I'll let you guys see when the video comes out. It'll be a surprise. I've also been reading and responding to comments, and I'm just like, my heart feels like it's gonna explode. Actually, you know what I feel like? I feel like some of you came through the screen and gave me a hug. There are just some really, really wonderful things and supportive things. So if I haven't said it enough, if you haven't heard it enough, I just am so appreciative. Like I'm blown. My mind's blown. I think I'm gonna celebrate the fact that this. Oh, great! I just got a warning on my computer, which means I have to take some action here. So I think I need to go. But I'm gonna celebrate being done when I am officially done. And this is uploading by doing some reading and then going for a walk. And I might end up seeing Kobe tonight. So if I do, you guys are in for a treat because it's always fun when we hang out. It's 7 o'clock and I'm about to go for a walk. I'm feeling really emotional right now, reading comments. You know, I had this moment just now where I felt like I really wanted to run and hide and either pause these videos or stop doing them. I've struggled so much with expressing myself. And it's hard sometimes to read people's advice that I know in my heart, but haven't figured out how to express. And I think that's really like the whole point of this, is that I'm trying to peel back all those layers and be better at expressing myself and get out what I know. It's really, really tough because of that desire sometimes to run and hide. And I think that's what happens to a lot of people, is they feel misunderstood, or they feel hurt, or they feel scared, or they feel any number of those things. And it's so much easier to just hide away, not express ourselves, not work through it, not push through it. And I really think that that's something that I want, is to be understood, is to be loved, is to be able to connect with people. It's been so hurtful to be rejected, or when people just don't get it. Do you ever find yourself in those situations where you're trying to explain yourself and the person that you're with is either not understanding you no matter how hard you try, or they get to a point where they're like, all right, I get it, or they just like lose their patience, or they pretend that they understand you, or you know, something like that. That's kind of how I feel. And I think that that's probably the whole inspiration for this channel, is like that expression and that working through things, but also like the hope that I could be understood. But you know, in times like this, like I started this channel about 4 years ago. I can't believe it's been that long. And I don't know if I feel any closer to being understood. I feel more supported and loved, but I also have seen in the, you know, in a lot of these experiences that like no matter what you do, there's always going to be someone that doesn't understand you and doesn't love you and doesn't respect you or care. You know, there's all those things, and I think that's part of what feels really sad. It's like that human reality, and some people can accept that easier than others. But it's like, for lack of a better term, like a primal sadness of like, why is there so much pain in this world? Why is there so much hate? Why can't we all get along? Why isn't there more peace? It's something that like I feel like we accept about humanity, that there's going to be fighting, and there's going to be hate, and there's going to be different sides. But I don't know. I don't understand why it's like that. Makes me want to watch this movie called Unity again. Highly recommend that. I think that that's spoken about in that movie. It's been a while since I saw that. And I think it also is just my insecurities flaring up. It's like, I am afraid of what people think of me, you know? Because it comes down to rejection. And I think that's the thing, is I know I spend a lot of time processing that in videos. And I'm almost like embarrassed to talk about the thumbs downs because I know I've talked about them so much, and it's been over and over again, and I know I've made progress because they don't hurt me as much. And so there's that fine line. It's like, do we talk about things that hurt us over and over again? Is that worth it, or does it come to a point where it's like no longer beneficial to talk about them and you just have to move on? That's been said to me a lot in my life, because I'm someone that so emotional, I feel like. You know, this is part of the process of healing and growing, is like, you know, when you're this upset over something and you kind of crying uncontrollably. I do have some control right now, but I mean, like, I'm struggling to not cry. When I get to this point, I know that it's a good thing, you know, like that pain is good. And I just want to be that example of vulnerability for you guys, to not run away from these feelings and this type of expression. What I was going to say though is, like, part of the reason that I've struggled a lot is because I felt like so many people in my life told me not to express certain parts of myself, that I should hide it, that I should be embarrassed about certain things, that I shouldn't show certain sides of myself. So I just started hiding them. I've had people, you know, friends and family, that just don't want to listen to me process. And I think that that's one of the beauties of this channel, is like, I make these videos and you guys watch them or you don't. You can leave, or you can watch the whole thing, like whatever you feel like. Whereas, like, you don't often get that in real life. You know, like, it's so rare to have people in your life that'll really listen and that won't judge you for processing, or won't get frustrated with processing and all the other stuff. And I think a lot of the insecurities come up is because I project my past experiences onto you guys, the viewers. It's like, I'm sitting here worrying about what you're thinking when I don't really know most of you. You know, like, I see your names, your usernames, but I don't really know you. And so I build up this idea in my head about what you're thinking and what you're feeling, and how, you know, all these thoughts, and I blog together all the negativity. It's like all the negative comments with the thumbs down, like those get grouped together. And I've created like this monster on the other side of YouTube, like judging me, and that's like based on this like monster of bad experiences in my own life. And I'm just really ready to break through that. But yeah, I'm definitely really scared of rejection and being misunderstood. Like, it's just, that's why I spend so much time like blocking comments or not reading comments. Like, it's so hard to read comments for me. And I'm pushing so hard through it to just read them anyways and get stronger, and I am stronger. I'm just like, I'm not entirely there yet. I got a long way to go, and I'm trying to show you guys that journey. And for those of you who understand what I'm trying to show and express through these videos, you guys are just true gems. You really are. Like, that shows so much about you and your capacity. And I want to remind you of that, because like, I know firsthand that people like you are so rare. And if you don't know that part of you, that understanding and patient and loving part of you, I really hope that, like, the way that you treat me, like, that side of you is just so magical and special. And know that about yourself, and remind yourself of that, and how you treat yourself and how you treat other people in real life. Alright, well, I am gonna go take a much needed walk and continue processing. I just feel so much love for you guys, and I just hope that you feel it back. And I am also hoping to extend more of that love to myself. I also have to point out this this kind of funny moment. I'm actually like laughing and crying at the same time. I came over to my sorry, it seems like I'm having an emotional breakdown, but I promise you I'm not, because something just occurred to me. I walked over to get some tea, and I looked down and saw what tea I was drinking, which is this one, and I was like, oh, no wonder I'm extra emotional right now. In addition to like working through a lot of emotions, I'm also like about to start my period, so there is like some physical reason why I'm feeling extra upset. And I'm also doing a lot of cleansing, you know, like I've just been taking such good care of my physical health lately. Like along with that territory comes a lot of cleansing, and a lot of cleansing comes with a lot of emotions and all that. But anyways, I just had to point out this moment. I walked over to get my tea and I like started crying more, and I looked down and I'm like, oh, there's an answer staring right back at me. So trying not to beat myself up too much for being so emotional. I just got back from a walk with Evie, which felt really nice. And now I'm headed over to meet up with Kobe and our friend Ross. I feel emotionally drained, a little bit tired, but I really feel like it'd be helpful for me to spend some time with my real life friends. So hoping that this will help me be very soothing.
Welcome to Casa de Pandel.
Okay.
It's like Blair Witch Project.
What was it you said?
Welcome to Casa de Pandel, home of the beverage fridge.
Oh wow, that I was expecting a lot more than
No,
that.
there's more in there, but these are just the strong bows. They have a 4-pack of new flavors. So they have their normal golden apple. They have ginger, honey, which Ross is drinking, and cherry blossom.
Oh, which one have you had?
I am finding the ginger quite satisfying.
Okay, I'll try.
And then I will show you the other beverages.
Okay.
There were these cans. We went to the Ralph's, which, you know, you wouldn't think was very impressive until I saw these.
Oh.
Doesn't that packaging like kind of
very satisfying?
Dragon fruit plum? I was like, what?
Wow.
And then Ross picked these out for you, but he doesn't know.
Oh well.
She's almond sensitive.
Well,
But I do see this fun thing.
Mm-hmm. And I brought you some of the Mushroom Masters Maitakis, so you
Oh
can
my
finally
gosh.
try.
Wow. Look at you, Ross.
Well, no, Ross is drinking Good Belly.
Oh my gosh, you're so proud.
I am super proud of him. I brought you some.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. This is, if you're documenting for your vegan channel, this is all of Ross's parents'
Yeah,
dairy.
I assume so. It's okay.
Well, just for the viewers, because someone's going to be like, is that cottage cheese? The vegan police, don't worry.
Roasted garlic potato chips.
Oh, yes. He
What?
also found this flavor.
Oh my
Have you ever
God.
seen this? All the
I
crunchy
have not,
things.
but I do recognize these old friends. Wait. Sometimes when you feel really low, things turn around, and you go get ice cream with your friends. So I really, really wanted. Oh my gosh, that was so good. That was a mango sticky rice ice cream. So it's almost 11 p.m. and I was hanging out with Ross and Kobe still, and I said, I really want ice cream. And I had a feeling there wasn't going to be anything in the area that was open this late. I was wrong. I yelped organic on, well, first I yelped vegan, nothing came up. Then I yelped organic, which is my trick sometimes with Yelp. And I found this magical place called Waterless Creamery. They have 3 vegan flavors, and they are all super unique. This place is like nothing I could have imagined. I'm so excited and happy right now. So the mango sticky rice ice cream is a winner. It's made from rice and coconut milk, and we got a coconut milk caramel sauce and mochi on top.
I didn't try the caramel.
Oh, try some.
You guys ate it?
No, she didn't put much on there. No, it's not. Isn't there some? There's no. She put like a squirt. Like that girl is fed up with us, I think.
Did you tell them what we did?
We were trying so many things, and I think she just got annoyed because we wanted to try so much, and then she shortchanged us when it came to the things we actually paid for. That was strange.
Yeah.
Back at home after a fun night with Kobe and Ross. Stayed out much later than I thought. This whole day has been topsy-turvy and definitely did not go as planned. I did something, it was really good for me to spend time with friends, and I'm going to see them more tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. And I think tomorrow I'm going to spend a lot of time resting and just kind of taking a break. I wanted to get a lot of work done tomorrow, but I think I'm going to put the majority of it on hold. I made another really good decision, which was to listen to a podcast that shifted so much for me, and I wanted to leave you with this. So I turned on my podcast app, which I haven't been using a lot lately. I used to listen to podcasts like crazy and just hadn't been in the mood for it, but I turned it on tonight just hoping that I would find one that would fit me, and I just didn't expect to find the one that I did. So it was a podcast I've subscribed to called The Robcast, which is by Rob Bell. He is a pastor, I believe, or used to be, and I actually saw him speak live once and started listening to him off and on. This episode is called The Sheriff, and I'm going to link to it because I really think a lot of you would love it. Rob is, kind of like my church, where he's not affiliated with my church, but he's got that kind of like unconventional way of approaching Christianity, and it really speaks to me. It works for me. It's more of like a spiritual path. And this episode is excellent. It's just a great story. He starts off with this story from his own life that made me laugh out loud, and then the second half of the podcast was such wise advice. I would spend a ton of time going over it. I just actually listened to it and typed out a ton of notes just so I could remind myself of them. It's a lot about fear. It's about moving through things that we're terrified of doing, and knowing that it's not that there's a chance we might fail, it's that we will fail doing the things that we really want to do, that we really love. Like, life is about failure. Life is about acknowledging that things will go wrong and doing it anyways. And learning how to talk back to fear, not let it to control you, actually thinking of fear as a friend, and knowing that there's always a risk. He says, if you offer yourself to the world, if you commit to giving yourself to the great needs of the world, when you act in the world, you are stepping into the risk. And there's a really great section about that. I'm not going to read it all to you right now. He also says that if you're going to have a world, if you're going to be around people, then you have to allow those people to be free and be who they really are, to act how they are, good or bad, which I think is so true. Because love is about respecting the right of other people to say no, to walk away, to reject you, and to break your heart. It's better to have your heart broken than to have not lived, than to have not have entered into the risk of putting yourself out there. And if you keep going and don't give up, that's when things really start to happen. If you don't let the things that terrify you deter you, if you get in the game and keep going, that's where real joy is in life. And you'll be able to survive whatever it is. I wanted to actually play the last few seconds of the podcast, and then maybe you guys would be encouraged to. The player isn't like amazing. Let's see if I can get to that moment. Okay, this is good enough.
Give your heart time to heal. May you fight every impulse within you that says to shut down and check out. But may you throw yourself all the more into it with renewed passion and desire, because this is all part of it. And may grace and peace be with you.
I meant to play a little bit longer than that, but that's a little taste. I hope you could hear it okay. It's a little spontaneous, but yeah, it's fantastic podcast, and I hope you guys will give it a listen and let me know what you think. I've said thank you so much today. I've expressed my love and appreciation to you so much, and I feel like I could say it again, but you already know it. So I'm just going to end here and tell you that I'll see you tomorrow. There was a moment today where I felt like giving up on these vlogs, but I pushed through it, and hearing this podcast, I said, you know what, I'm going to get up and do it again tomorrow. Even though today hurt, even though I felt low today and so many emotions, I'm going to keep going. So I'll see you then.